Today, not even 2 years later, we've accomplished some pretty cool things in Tanzania and Kenya. And I will say, we are very, very proud of the fact that we're working at the grassroots level. We're working with the people in the community. And the people that we work with in Tanzania and Kenya, they would be doing this work even if we didn't exist. But the fact that we do exist and that we have donors like you that will help make things happen, these community leaders can create their visions at a faster pace. In January, we opened a one-classroom nursery school that had 6 toilets and a teacher's office to 150 preschoolers. This is the first school in the entire community at the nursery level. Most recently, we've just completed a 36-bed dormitory in Kenya. And what this means is that they're not having to share beds. They each get their own space to call their own while they're at a school. In Tanzania, we have just completed, for the beginning of the school year, 2 additional classrooms on Jangwani Primary School. That may not sound like a lot, but when you think about 800 children in 5 classrooms, it was a pretty big deal. We've also built large numbers of desks, and their school desk sits 2 to 3 children at the primary school age and 4 kids at the nursery school age. We've also delivered numerous textbooks. Most recently, one thing that we're very proud of is we've just been able to succeed in piping water to a primary school, Kingongani Primary School. This was a pretty miraculous feat, and Asante Africa is now known throughout the village for making this one happen. The success of piping water to Kingongani Primary School has a lot to do with enabling the community to rally around this project. We actually paid many of the fathers to come out and help dig the trenches. We worked with a man who is with the water district, and he was the one to help us spec the pipes. And at the end of 6 days, we were actually able to have water piped to the school with 2 platforms that provided water, not only to the kitchen, but to the local community around that school. Asante Africa is sponsoring 14 children for the 2007 school year. 7 of the children happen to be in Kenya in primary school, and 7 of them happen to be in Tanzania for secondary boarding school. Well, why is this important? In one case, one young girl, instead of being the 6th wife at age 10 to a 65-year-old, she's actually working on her academics because her dream is to be a nurse longer term. In a young boy's case in Tanzania, he actually is able to land a job working in a store because he can read, write, speak English, and count money. In yet another case, we have gone in and helped pay off the debt of 3 of the top performing children in secondary school so that they don't have to worry about their debt, but they can worry about their grades instead.